our CEO, Dr. Jack Van Müller. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Tony, for creating this call and inviting me on it. Well, first of all, we're really getting close to our global launch. So very, very excited for that. We've worked a tremendous amount, almost 3 years to get to this point. And we really believe that also the data speaks for itself. Like instead of just trying to sell our engine, which works and which has been delivering, we really believe in the future of XRP itself. So, the global statistics, if we just look at what happened just this week, the Ripple launched what I would basically call a daughter company called Evernorth. It's a global treasury for XRP. It will be listed on the NASDAQ under XRPL. So this also means that it will be connected to all the Fortune 500 companies. And then we have for December, it should have already happened in October, but for December, we have 15 spot ETFs waiting to be approved. And one of them is from BlackRock. Well, any of you who have been maybe busy with investments know that is the number one whale in the world. So they are also looking to pick up XRP as a treasury itself. So I think XRP is inevitable technology. Swift is old, it's outdated, it takes days to make payments. And then if we look at the total cryptocurrency industry, replacement for Swift. It has already done that. If we look, for example, at Japan, I keep repeating this always, all the banks of Japan already run on XRP infrastructure, and it is a great example of the world. We all know that Japan delivers quality products and that they are forward thinkers, and we also have that now with XRP adoption as a nation. Well, then we come to XRP AI Bot. It started with me back in 2013. I was mining Bitcoin. I didn't know Rehan back at the time, but we were very early adopters of the whole crypto scene and Bitcoin. We saw what was happening and we took our chance and we both became independently very successful. And then there comes a very special moment, which is now 3.5 years ago, where I met Rehan at Geneva we're watch collectors. I met him there in a watch conference and I started speaking with Rehan. Well, that led to a very special friendship. He became my best friend, and I saw his success, and we started speaking. And actually, he told me that he was always involved in network marketing. Well, I told him about that I was working on XRP. I bought the engine and that I was programming heavily, spending all my time. I had to leave my career in military and civil aviation. I really took a chance with that. And we're now here. It starts to pay off. So then I was at first a little bit skeptical. It is network marketing. I never really heard of it. I heard of it. Who didn't hear about ACN and things, but I was a little bit skeptical. And then when I met Rehan and we became really good friends, I saw like, okay, he is one of the maybe one of the most successful people on earth in this strategic. Very excited because he understood that this is new technology. We will have probably competitors coming in the future. So he was absolutely convinced that he could sell XRP AI Bot very fast. And that's really what we need. We need a lot of sales in a short time. We need to stay ahead of the market. So then Rehan came up with a giant plan, which we all see now as we speak. And that's how we came to the affiliate program. And that's also really attracting global attention right now. South Korea, China, Vietnam, Japan. I am very overwhelmed with the enthusiasm we are receiving. The sales are going up. A lot of big XRP packages are being sold every day right now. The system, the total amount that's inside the system, which I will present to you later, is also growing by the day. So almost at Barcelona, people. Really excited. Please come, do yourself a favor, grab a ticket. It's a really at low cost for what we give to you. 3 hotel nights, 2 events, trainings. You get to meet all the big leaders Rehan has brought together. And you're going to meet also people from the Forex exchange. We have an integration with that as well. So with that, before I present, I will later present to you the actual system, but let me now pass it to Rehan.
Awesome. I mean, you got to hear this from a founder of this company, guys. One thing great about this project is that everything's transparency. You can see all the back office, all the operation, all the arbitrage. It's all is transparent. So that is phenomenal, guys. I know a lot of companies, they all have different unknown names, and they always just they just put the actors as the owners and founders. We have so many scams, but we have here real owners and real founders. They're here and they come to us and they're ready to open everything that we are asking. Transparency is all what we have, and we are so excited to have this great opportunity. So, I think that today, Dr. Jack Müller will show that he's a back office backbone of our arbitrage XRP AI bot. So he will show everything that you guys want to know. That is phenomenal. So make sure you invite, guys. This is I could say a confidence. That's what we have in our system. We have total confidence. That's why that we are showing all this different stuff. There's just so many projects out there, but not clear as what XRP AI bot system. So today, he will show us hashtags, and I hope everything that how much they're trading, how much they're making, and all the stuff that will show. Of course, they have a secret source that they can hire, show everything to that. But much as that we ask, he will show us around. So I really appreciate it. And this is the best opportunity, and this is the best company because we have a transparency. That's where we at. And also we have
Rehan. I will present the system. After Rehan has spoken, I will present the actual system.
Awesome. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you very much, Dr. Van Müller. Thank you. And we just like to, if you can share this smart contract as well. Anyway, so let me go over to Rehan, okay, our amazing company co-owner, and we have Dr. Jack Van Müller. So Rehan Goham, the co-founder of the company, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiger. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Ash, Queenie, Arshad, Michael, everyone. You say hello from bottom of my heart. My name is Rehan Goham. I'm one of the company's co-founders and the responsible of creating this MLM side of this business. 1 minute, guys. Just raise one. I'm on a Zoom call only. There's a lot of people here. A lot of people. Okay, take it. Hello, guys. Sorry for the inconvenience. Now, anyway, now my name is Rehan Goham. I've been living in the UK from last 29 years. I've been doing network marketing from last 23 years. I know Jack from last 3 years. Talking about really back in the day, like I'm talking about 2015, 16, where Bitcoin was less than around. When 50 Bitcoin sale happens, I was making 1 Bitcoin. And I thought, you know what, I'm just making 1 Bitcoin after 50 Bitcoin sale. And I thought, that's not a lot of money. So through that opportunity, I made hundreds and hundreds of Bitcoin. And on those days, we used to have a card where you could actually upload Bitcoin and use those Bitcoin for shopping. So I was buying groceries, I was spending money on petrol, all sorts of things, and I used to spend all that. But the thing is, some of the Bitcoins are made about 54 Bitcoin. I still remember 54 Bitcoin. I put them into a hard wallet, and it had, like, 32 passwords and all that. That's why it was quite a those days hard wallets were very complicated. That's why I put money into those Bitcoin into a hard wallet and kept the hard wallet somewhere. And it was difficult to retrieve those Bitcoin. That's why this 54 Bitcoin stayed there, and I actually consumed like almost few thousand Bitcoin just buying groceries, because Bitcoin was very cheap those days. But 54 Bitcoin stayed there. Now, fast forward, what happened is, after a few years, Bitcoin was I think the 2016 Bitcoin went to about $20,000. Like 2016, 16 Bitcoin went to $20,000. Now, I always wanted a car, and I always wanted a Pacific car. It was a Bentley GT Continental. I still remember. I wanted that car. Now, that was a sports car I wanted, and that car had a W12 engine, meaning it has two V6 engines, and two V6 engines were working with one gear stick. That's why. Now, that car was like, just with two seats. Let me tell you, that car was a monster, like a 12 W12 engine, meaning with two V6 engines. That's why, it was a very powerful car. Like, when you turn the car on, the whole neighborhood knows that the car has turned on. It's not that it was very loud, but the humming noise that you used to make, like a jet engine, has just started. So I used to use that. Now, that was the first car I bought through the Bitcoin, because Bitcoin price went up. And that was the. Now, why I'm telling you this story? The reason I'm telling you this story is that the XRP AI bot, XAB, this opportunity is the best opportunity in the world, because in here you are not making USDT. A lot of people are promoting this business on how good our passive program is. Obviously, our passive program is very good, and especially when people become Sonic, they're making like so much money. People have already earned more than they have put into the system just from the passive program in our system, because the Sonic is so good. Once you become Sonic, you're making crazy, passive income. That's why it's really good and powerful. But what I'm trying to tell you is this: that don't focus on just the passive program. The teams that are focusing just on the passive program, they're not doing so well. The teams who are, teams who are promoting the future of XRP are the people who are the teams are doing good. Because when you earn one XRP, you have not earned $2.50. You have earned 10,000, 20,000. In fact, 57,000. That's where the price is going. One XRP will worth $57,000, because gold and silver is all-time high. Bitcoin is all-time high. The financial system is changing. America prints $541 million per day, and they're doing it from over 20 years. And they've not taken a day off. Even Christmas, Saturday, Sundays, every single day they print out more than $500 million notes without backing it up with anything. Without backing up. So what this system is, there are more than, there's in this world, there's 10 trillion, the total money. And there is 40 trillion. Why things are getting more expensive? Why things shouldn't go more expensive? It's not the things that are getting more expensive. It's the money that's losing value. That's why we need to prepare for the next system. It's inevitable what is about to happen. XRP will take over. It has the best technology to actually, provide the transaction. If Bitcoin can't do a transaction. If you go and pay some, it's very good for as a, if you want to hold, value of money that you can hold into that, that's good. But the thing is, it's not a transaction currency like XRP. You can do 1,500 transactions per second, not like Bitcoin, where you can do only one transaction can take half an hour. That's why this is a much, much better technology. And the world, even the US government wants to sell their gold and replace that with XRP. That's why I believe everyone should have at least 10,000 XRP, or I would say 100,000 XRP, because something that worth $2.50 can go to up to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, $50,000. Why wouldn't you have that? That's why it's very, very important that everyone should have XRP, and we believe in XRP and we promote XRP. And at the moment, people are buying 50,000, 100,000 XRP packages. One person. Just I asked Tony, in his one guy in his team, just a few days ago, bought a 50,000 XRP package. Just one person. That's why people are buying even 100,000 XRP packages in the system. We've got some of the biggest leaders in this industry working in this system because they can see it's a Rolls Royce of a system. How fast the commission gets paid out, how fast the only system that has Web 2 works on Web 3 as well. The only system in the world where we're going to go into regulation from 15th of November. We're going into MT5, a $7 trillion business. This company hasn't even launched yet. We are only 2 months old, less than 2 months old company. People have already achieved black diamond, crown diamond in the company. And let me tell you, timing is very, very important. Either is Bitcoin, either is Ethereum, either is XRP, either is an opportunity, either is it's property. The timing of entry and timing of exit is very, very important. And in here, your timing cannot be better than it's the best timing ever. Okay. Now, as a company, we are doing an event, a launch event. The company is going in pre-launch at the moment because company has not even launched its full potential yet. Company has not launched all his products and services yet. It's happening on 15th of November. There are some huge surprises for you guys. A lot of the leaders have requested some things are about to happen on the event that even Tony does not know yet. And he's been asking for those things are happening. What is about to happen, this opportunity will go on supersonic from 15th of November. That's why whatever sale that you're doing is going to not just go double, it's going to go 10x already. That's what's about to happen from 15th of November. Now, the company is doing its launch event in Barcelona in Grand Hyatt. Now, it's going to be a chance for you to meet me. It's going to be a chance for you to meet Dr. Jack Miller, all the master traders behind. It's going to all the corporate team that you're going to meet. And because this event is a very, very special event, it's happening in Barcelona, one of the most prestigious, one of the most historical, one of the most beautiful city in the world. And that's a chance for you to visit this city as well. And we've chosen the best hotel. It costs more than 500 euros per night to stay in that hotel. And the ticket that you're getting is for only 499. Now, this is a chance for me to explain you. Now, the next bit is very important. Now, if you achieve the position of Ruby, the company pays for your event, meaning you get paid $499 plus $400 for your travel costs. Meaning how much you're getting paid? You're getting paid $900 to attend this event. Okay. Now the next bit is very important. Now the thing is the hotel does not have unlimited rooms. The hotel only has limited rooms. The event hall has only limited capacity. That's why what will happen, what is happening now is that we initially thought that people have to achieve Ruby criteria 1 month in advance, and that we can pay them and they can come to the event. But we want maximum people to come to this event. That's why what we have done now, you have time now to achieve Ruby rank till the 14th of November. Till, I would say, till 15th of November, date before the 14th changes to 15th, you have almost till the 15th of November to achieve the Ruby rank. That's right. If you achieve the Ruby, now how to achieve a Ruby rank, you need 20,000 XRP volume in your team, in your 3 organizations, equally distributed, or maybe more than 3 or whatever. But you need 20,000 XRP volume. And let me tell you, all of you, every single person on this call can achieve that. So once you achieve that, you will receive the 900. But let me tell you a problem now. Anybody who does not, now when you attend this event, what will do? The company will give you $900. Company will pay you $499 plus 400 into your back office. You will get paid for it. But why we did the system this way is because we only have limited seats. How do you expect company to know who's going to come and who's not going to come? And how do we, differentiate everything? That's why what we've done is, even if you are a crown diamond, you are a black diamond, you are a sapphire, once you achieve Ruby, even before achieving Ruby, just because you're going to hit the position. Or even you don't hit the position, because 90% people who are coming, they're not hit Ruby rank. They just bought their tickets. So what the idea is that you buy the ticket now, and once you attend the event, the company will give you $900 into your back office. That's not a problem. The only thing is because they're only limited tickets, guys. They're very limited tickets. And I want the leaders to come. I want people who have achieved Ruby ranks to come. I want people who achieved the Sapphire rank. I want people who have achieved the Diamond ranks to come, because they are the ones who have already proven themselves. But if they have not bought the tickets, how can we pay them the $900? How can we do? Because what I can see is a lot of the people who have achieved even the Ruby ranks, they have not bought the tickets, guys. If you're not going to buy the tickets, you will not get the 900 refund. And plus, the tickets are limited. And if the tickets have run out, even you have achieved Ruby rank, you won't be able to buy the tickets. And then, there's no refund for you guys. So please, please, please do a favor on yourself and buy the tickets today, because the ticket price, the ticket will run out. Because the idea was to bring the price from $499 to almost to $1,000, because it's costing us too much money. Let me tell you, it's costing us too much money for the event, because this is happening in a 5-star hotel, in a 5-star event hall. For every single person, we have got a business pack as well, because there is an expensive, heavy pen. There is a flag. There's a lot of merchandise that you got, USB sticks and all that. There's a lot of merchandise that you are going to be receiving on the event day. Plus, there are trophies as well. And I think so. My favorite trophy is the Ruby rank trophy. They're all beautiful trophies. They're all very heavy glass trophies with like a huge glass diamond on them. So the trophies are beautiful. I think more than 500 trophies has been ordered. 500 trophies has been ordered. And these trophies are waiting for you guys. I want you to receive these trophies on the stage. We've got everybody who have achieved, have bought the yacht club. There is a huge glass trophy, looks like a yacht, with the 2 big glass things on the top. The bottom is a blue glass base, and it's a beautiful trophy as well for our yacht club members as well. So please, come over there, and you need to see this beautiful city of Barcelona, one of my favorite cities to visit because of the beautiful seaside, the architecture, the history. Is just amazing, and you can't miss to, coming to Barcelona. And plus, this event is going to be a very private event because we are doing another event in next year in March, in 28th of March in Bangkok, in Marriott. That's where the event is happening. But that event is going to be for more than 5,000 people. That's why you won't have the chance to spend one-to-one time with us, build lifetime friendships with us, like build lifetime friendship with Jack, with the rest of the corporate team, get to understand us, see in our eyes, meet us, touch us, and get to know each other. Because what, once you meet somebody, then can I trust this system or not? Once you see everything with your eyes, then you can, and you know what, it's going to give your business such a huge boost, because you can go and tell people, what, I met the people who are behind this company. I've seen things with my own eyes. You'll be able to meet our Forex partners as well. The $7 trillion business that is about to merge with this business. That's what you're going to see. What you're going to be meeting as well on the day. You're going to be getting trained by some of the best trainers in the world. Okay, and the motivation that you will get from this event, because this is going to be a very special event, because the company hasn't even started yet. The company hasn't even launched yet, because the product and services and what is about to happen on 15th of November will change the network marketing forever. That's why I am really, and then what, you want going to be witnessing history in making. That's why it's very important that everyone buys their ticket, because tickets are about to run out. And if the tickets run out, who do we pay the $900 to? That's why there's no way we can. That's why anybody who actually even attends the event, I don't know how they can, because the tickets run out, then, there's no entry as well. That's why there is a very limited tickets, and please, help yourself with the tickets today before. I think so. There are only very few tickets left, guys. That's why please. Start with, it was very slow, but suddenly from last few days, tickets have been flying out, and that's why I think so. Get onto it and sort that out, guys. Now I'm going to pass it back to Tiger and Ash. And once Jack has spoken, then I've got a few other things to share as well. But let me pass it to back to Ash and Tiger, and then we will hear from Jack.
Thank you very much, Rehan. Thank you very much for this amazing update into the amazing network and all this stuff. So